Hi guys, it's Susan from Susan Anyway, and I wanted to show you a quilt that I finished. This quilt is a little bit of a hodgepodge. It's a top that I got at a yard sale. I think I paid like $10 or $15, and then I think I did buy batting, but the backing is just bed sheets from my daughter's twin bed when she was growing up. And so it was largely an inexpensive quilt to make. I started off hand quilting it, and then at the end got a little impatient, and so I finished it on my machine. And I did, this is the third quilt I've done. I'm still counting it, even though I didn't piece the top. Still counting it as a quilt of mine. And this was the first time that I did self-binding, where you wrap the backing material around to the front, and I really liked that a lot. I think I might do that again. So let me see if I can find some pictures from the process, and then at the end I'll show you the final result. What I forgot to say was, when I started hand quilting it, I took it everywhere with me on trips, and so this little quilt has been my companion for almost a year, 9 months. So I was reading online, I'm in some of those hand quilting Facebook groups, and people were talking about how intimately you get to know a quilt top when you're hand quilting. And I mean, I think you do also when you're machine quilting. You're spending a lot of time with that project regardless, but there is something to be said, especially in my case where I didn't make the top, and the top looks, I would guess, like probably piece from fabrics made in the 1970s or 1980s. I could be wrong, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I'm a sentimental person. It was very meaningful just to think of this woman cutting all these little pieces up and putting them all together in a quilt. I don't know if they were meaningful to her or not. I actually bought the quilt top from her daughter, and she was very proud of her mother's work, but she didn't say, oh, this fabric was all from our clothes or anything like that. So, you know, you get close to your quilts when you take them all around the world with you. And this guy was kind of on the big side. I mean, it's definitely, I don't know the measurements, but it's definitely a bed size quilt or a very large throw. I don't know. You can tell me when you look at it what you think. But it wasn't small, which I kind of love. The other thing that I learned the hard way is I had seen on Facebook or Instagram people using Elmer's school glue to baste the quilt sandwich together. And I thought, well, that's a great idea because I love anything that seems fast and easy. And so I did, bought a ton of school glue and put it on the pieces and sandwiched them all together. And it did hold up very well. But I guess maybe I didn't maybe I didn't spread it as thoroughly as I should have, because there were places where it made such a hard ridge in the fabric that I couldn't hand sew through them. So that was another lesson that I learned. Okay, so maybe you can see the quilt a little bit better. There's a lot of thread tails that I have not cut at all, but I just love how scrappy it is. And I tried a different tactic. I don't know if you can see this. I just embroidered my name and the date on a piece of the scrap and then stitched it on. I still haven't figured out a way that I love, but this is something. So anyway, so yeah, it's real cute. It's pretty big. I love how like even the white pieces are not all white. This is very scrappy, and I love how the border is different on all the sides. I don't know, I just really love this quilt. And then this was my daughter's bed sheet that I used to back it. I didn't do a great job, but it is good enough. So there you go.